Okay, good evening, everyone. Well, tonight we have another variety of hands, and I think you've got an inkling of what we're going to discuss tonight. But whatever it is, everything helps. Just a little bit here and a little bit there. We need to practice everything we've learned over the last couple of months. And to put into practice is another story, because it's being able to recognize it. You say, oh, God, yes, I didn't think of it. And being able to recognize it. So I'm going to share the screen with you. And we're going to start off on hand number 3. And for those of you that have come in late, I will put in the chat for you the extra, the hands that they didn't get. I don't know how many people are here that if there are more coming in. But we're sharing the screen, and I'm just going to put some more in the chat, just for those who came in late. Okay? There you go. So there's some of you coming in late. There are the hands for you. And now we're going to share the screen. And I need to go to number 3. Number 3. No, that's number 7. Again, let me get number 3. There you go. All right, so South's going to open 1 no trump, 4-3-3-3, a nice balanced hand. Pass in the west hand. Now I'm just going to reiterate this bidding for majors. I do not bid for majors when I'm 4-4 in the direct seat. I might bid for majors in the balancing seat. In other words, if the bidding had gone 1 no trump pass pass, I might bid for the majors in the 4th seat. But I definitely would never do it with 4-4. And the next hand's going to bid 3 no trump. No Stayman, we don't have majors. And we know we need to lead a major. Because once they don't Stayman, you should not lead minors, by the way. I just want to tell you, unless you've got a good 5-card minor, when the bidding goes 1 no trump, 3 no trump, they've denied a 4-card major, you should bend over backwards to lead a major. And looking at the 2 majors, the Queen of Spades is a solid one, so it shouldn't give much away. And we're going to look at this hand and count our winners in no trump. In the spade suit, we have 2, the ace king. In the hearts, we have 2, the ace king. In the clubs, we may have 2. We could have 3, but we don't want to rely on certain situations, which I'm going to teach you today. And in the diamonds, we have 2. So we've got 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds. We need 3 club tricks. We cannot work on just 2. So let's look at this situation. And this is one of my golden rules. And it's not a guideline, it's a rule. That if you are missing the king and the 10, and you only have 7 or 8 cards between you, not 9, you never play the queen. This is how we play the hand. It caters for the clubs to break either 3-3 or that there's a bad division and the king 10 is on your left. So we're winning the first spade. We don't have to duck it. We're now going to play the ace of clubs. This is the way I would always be playing the hand, even if I had 3 opposite 5, 8 cards between me. I would never play the queen. If I have ace third opposite queen jack 5, it's the ace first. And then you play towards the jack. And they don't take the king. And you win the jack or queen. Now, we have no idea if the clubs are going to break, but we need to know that the king of clubs is on your left. So you need a taxi back to your hand, heart or a diamond, it doesn't matter. And now you want to make sure that you play a club towards the jack. And now you've built up that extra club trick. Not relying on a 3-3 club break. because there's no guarantee. It's only 32%. So let's write that down, everybody. Missing the king, missing the 10. And you have the queen and the jack, and only 7 or 8 cards. 7 or 8 cards. We play the ace first in case there's a singleton king. And then we play always towards the queen and the jack. Okay? Now we've got our 9 tricks. Whenever they come back, we've got 9 tricks. We've got 2 spades. We've got 3 clubs is 5. 2 hearts is 7. And 2 diamonds are 9. Did all of you make this contract? I wonder if you made the contract. But if you don't play the clubs that way, you're never going to make it.
Our opponents made 3 no trump.
Did they play the clubs that way?
Don't remember.
Because that's the only way to handle the club suit. If you don't play the clubs that way, you're not going to make the hand. Because the clubs do not break. You're going to lose 2 club tricks. No matter what happens, you're going to lose 2 club tricks. So I don't see 9 tricks there. The diamonds don't break and the hearts don't break. So I don't know how they could make 3 no trump. I don't see any way we could make an extra trick.
Play a low club and they don't play the king.
As long as they play that way, sure.
Then
As
you
long
make
as they don't play the queen.
king.
They shouldn't take the king the first time. They're going to make it hard. It'll come later.
They're going to take it the second time.
Oh, yeah, the second time, but they've got to get a taxi back to their hand to play towards the dummy. And then you're always making the hand. I like to do the ace in case there's a singleton king. I've had that happen many times. Are there any questions on this hand? It's a golden rule. 7 or 8 cards, not 9. 7 or 8, missing the king and missing the 10. Now, if the king 10 is on the right, east, you're always going to lose these 2 tricks no matter what you do. It just does not help you. But if the king 10 is on your left, you only lose 1 trick instead of 2. So that's really important to make that extra trick.
How would you change your strategy if you had 9? So you had the 8.
Oh, no, now you would play the queen and finesse the ace. The king towards the ace, because you don't normally want to play with 8 ever, 9 never. Maybe they'll break 2-2. So I would never do it any other way with 9.
Are you still okay with the doubleton king on your right?
If you've got 8 between you,
Yeah.
yes, I am, because then they're breaking 3 and 2 what I want them to break.
But in this
It's when
situation,
they don't break, when there's a singleton, and they're 4 and they don't break, and they're 4 and 1.
let's say it's 4 and 2 as this is, but the king is over there.
But because we only had 7 cards.
Okay.
We were talking about 8 cards. If we had
Okay.
8 cards and there was a king doubleton and you gave it, you know, played ace and up to the queen, you're always going to lose a trick, because if they played the queen and they're covered with the king, you're still going to lose to the 10. You haven't got the 10 or the 9. So no matter how else you're playing it, it doesn't matter. This is always the correct technique on this combination. It's the finer points of a finesse, which we did in Finesses. This was our lesson. Okay?
Thank you.
Any other questions? Hand number 6. 1 no trump by east. Pass by south. And now the west has 8 and a 5 card heart suit. Is going to transfer 2 diamonds. Pass. 2 hearts. You have to do what your partner tells you. You're never in charge. Pass. And now you want to invite game. And one thing we need to remember, and I've seen people playing for 20, 30 years, you can never bid that heart suit again. A transfer shows 5. You can never bid that heart suit again. I've seen people go to 4 hearts and a 5 card suit. It's not allowed. The right bid here is 2 no trump. I'm inviting you to game. I have 8 or 9 points and a 5-card heart suit. You choose partner. Well, you do have 3 hearts. And if you were 15, you would bid 3 hearts to play. But because you're 17, you should jump to 4 hearts now, because partner's inviting you to game and does not know whether you have 15, whether you have 17, whether you have 3 hearts or 2 hearts. So if we had 2 hearts, we would pass 2 no with 15. If we have 3 hearts with 15, we would bid 3 hearts, but we're going to bid 4 hearts with 17. Partner, I have a fit with you. And that's what we're going to do. That is how we bid the hand on invitational values. We're looking for the 8-card major suit fit. Please remember, do not repeat a transfer suit if it's 5. Anytime you repeat it, it's a guaranteed 6-card suit. Guaranteed, okay? Now let's look how we're going to set up this hand. Well, one thing we know for sure, that when we do transfers, we usually set up the dummy. Dummy is the one we like to set up as the master hand because that's the one with the long trumps. In the diamond suit, we look at dummy. We've got 2 baby diamonds. We look at our hand. We've got 1 diamond loser because we can trump the 3rd one. So we've got 1 diamond loser. In the spades, we have 1 spade loser. In the hearts, we've got the ace of hearts to lose. That's 3. And in the clubs, we may lose a club. That's 4. Wow. We don't want to be a finesse-aholic. I've taught you that long ago. We've got to look for an alternative line of play. So this is how we would play the hand. Jack of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, 2. We don't want to waste the king and the queen. And they're going to win the ace. They're going to play the high card from the short side first. I need you to cover an honor with an honor. You never know if partner well, they have got 3 cards, so it doesn't matter. But one day they may have, in another situation, 4 to the 10 in the other hand, and you must not take fresh air. Honors cover honors. So you must cover the heart with the ace. And you're going to come back the diamond. Partner wins the lowest of touching. And now we see no future in playing diamonds anymore. We are now going to play back, as far as I can see on this hand, the weak suit on the table, a low spade. And you're winning the ace. Now we need to get the children off the streets. That's our first priority. 10 of hearts. Hopefully they break 3 and 2. Only with 5 we're missing. And now we'll get out the last trump. All right, now we must not despair. Before we take finesses, I'm going to emphasize, always look for an alternative way of making a hand. Finesses are always my last resort. I have a 4-3 fit in spades. I know it's against the percentages. A finesse is 50%, and it's 32% of the spades breaking 3 and 3 because I'm missing an even number, 6. But it costs nothing to try it out. So let's try that first. You never know what can happen. And now we'll give up a spade. If it didn't break, we can always do the club finesse later. And there you go. Well, now we don't need the club finesse. Now our last spade is good. So we've got the last spade to throw the club away, and now we don't need any club finesse. We're setting up the dummy, everybody. So we don't need it. Now, I don't want to play any more diamonds, because one thing we've learned, when we play a hand, what you don't see in dummy, you don't play. It's called a rough and a discard. So you're coming back the 10. And you don't need it anymore. You can put up the king. It doesn't matter. And now you're going to take that beautiful 8 of spades, which is your 13th spade, and you're going to throw away that club, and dummy becomes the good hand. And now you make the contract. So remember, everybody, we are not going to take finesses. We are going to do a suit establishment first. If that doesn't work, then we resort to a finesse. And this was a lovely hand to play. I hope all of you made it. Did some of you make it? Anyone? No one answers. You know, I don't see you. I never know who's who. But I try.
I don't remember if we made it. I know that we bid the 4 hearts correctly, but then I didn't write down my notes. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All
We
right.
didn't
Well,
make it. You finessed, Deb, you finessed that one and we lost.
yeah, I'm not taking a finesse. I want you all to remember, and I'm going to tell all of you forever and ever. I do a special lesson on no finesses. Use the alternative. And that's what I want you to remember. You see, if the alternative doesn't work, you can still resort to a finesse. But if you do a finesse and that doesn't work, it's too late. So always put off finesses for another time. Try and work on your suit establishment. It gives us a better chance so we can have that first. And then if that doesn't work, then we have to resort to a finesse. But I'll never take a finesse at the first opportunity. So as long as we all learn from that, it's really great to do that. Okay? I think that's a great way, don't you? I think it's wonderful. Huh? I think it's great. Okay. All right. So we're going to go on to another hand.
One more question on East. How does East know to go to game or to go in hearts or no trump?
Because West asked partner a question. West transferred into hearts to say I had 5. And then West said, I've got 8 or 9 points, partner. I don't know whether you have 15, 16, or 17. And East has 17 and 3 card support. And that's how East knows to go to game in hearts, because you have an 8 card major suit fit.
Thank you.
If East had only 2 hearts and 17 points, East is obliged over 2 no to bid 3 no trump. And if East had 15 points and only 2 hearts, East could pass 2 no. And if East had 15 points and 3 hearts, he could bid 3 hearts and say, partner, I've only got 15, I don't have 17. And that's how we know. Okay?
Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, let's go on. Hand number 9. All right. We've got 14 high card points. We're going to open a diamond, a longer minor. Pass by East. And now we're going to bid 3 diamonds. If you do not play inverted minors, it's invitational. 3 diamonds shows the medium range hand, 9 to 11, and a 5-card diamond suit. Guaranteed a 5-card diamond suit, because diamond may be 3 on the odd occasion. So with 11, 12 points in a 5-card diamond suit, and you've got 14. 14 and 11 is 25. We need to be in game. So you're going to bid 3 no trump. Add 2 hands together, please. You must be in game. And we're not looking for minors. I've told you before. No ways. Okay? So this is the contract. 1 diamond, pass, 3 diamonds, invitational, at least a 5-card diamond suit, and 11, 10, 11, or a bad 12 points. That's what you're showing, a medium range hand. And partner bids 3 no with 14. Adding the 2 hands together, 14 and 11. We
And
leave
you're-
the 6 of clubs. Yes, ask me a question.
Are you okay going 3 no trumps just with that 3 to the queen of clubs?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm hoping partner's got something in clubs as well.
Okay.
What can you do? You balanced, you've got a no trump shape. So you've just got to hope. And you must definitely go to 3 no with 14. Definitely. 14 and 11, 12 is a game. So you just got to hope partner can balance you. Now in this situation, let's look before we play to the very first trick. It's very important how we play the very first trick.
Can you explain the lead for a minute? I thought you don't lead away from aces. Is that only in
It's
suit
only
contracts?
in suit contracts, not in no
Thank
trump.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And I do lead a 5-card minor. I don't lead a 4-card minor, but I definitely lead a 5-card minor. So looking at the hand, we have 2 spades, 1 heart is 3, 1 club is 4. We need at least 5 diamond tricks to make this hand, and we've got a 6-4 fit, 10 cards between us. It's very important that we've got to think to ourselves, we can't rely on the diamonds breaking, but there's a dangerous hand when it comes to finesses. And the dangerous hand is the west hand, because we want to win the first trick with the king. And why do we win with the king? Everything has a reason, everybody. You want to protect the queen if they've led away from an ace. So you put up the king. If the ace is on the west side, you could do a hold-up play and take the queen
Thank you.
last. But you don't want to do that when you've got an unsupported queen. We can guarantee our contract by making a safety play. The dangerous hand is west. We daren't let west come in. As long as we let the east hand in, they can't attack the club suit. And all we need on this hand is 5 diamonds, not 6. So we're going to lay down the king of diamonds in case there's a singleton queen. I always lay down a king in case there's a singleton queen. Now, if they had come up with a diamond, I would finesse and let the east hand get in, so they can't attack the club suit. But we found the perfect defense. Now we can play the jack. And now we're going to pick up 6 diamond tricks, because west is the dangerous hand. We never want to let this hand in. And that's the end of the hand. You're going to make a lot of tricks. You're going to make 6 diamond tricks. 1 club is 7, 2 spades are 9, and the ace of hearts is 10. Now you're all the way home. Whatever happened, you home. You've got the king of spades as your entry, but it doesn't matter. You can still play a diamond. And now you can run the diamonds, the ace of hearts, and the spades, and you're all over. So the safety play is always making sure that you don't let the west in, because that's a vulnerable situation which will swallow up your queen of clubs, as long as we protect that queen. Now, as I said, if the ace of clubs is on your right, I mean on the left here over the king, you can always hold up the queen, and then you'll finesse into that hand, into the west hand. It's a safety play. Any questions on the hand?
Yes, I'd like to know why you led the king from the long side instead of let a small diamond so that you would play the high card from the short side first.
Because I can't afford to let west get in with the diamond. If I play to the short side, I've got to give up the queen of diamonds to the west hand, and then they're going to swallow up my queen of clubs, and I'm going to go down. West is the dangerous hand. And I have enough entries in my hand, the king of spades, but I need to make sure that I never let west in. West is the dangerous hand. I don't care if east makes the queen of diamonds, as long as I keep west out. Look
Thank
what happens. I'm going to play it again for you, and then you're going to see what will happen.
No, but you can play it again, but thank you very much. I understood.
You do see that. If I take the king, and then I play to the high card from the short side, and I let them in with the diamond, they're going to come through the club, and I'm done. I'm finished. They're going to swallow up all my clubs. I've got to keep west out to protect my queen doubleton club. That is why it's right to put up the king. We don't need to play it again, right? Does everyone see it?
No, thank
Otherwise,
you.
we'll play it again. Anybody want me to play it again?
It's clear.
I'm listening. What did you say, sir?
It is clear, thank you.
Would you
I didn't hear. Can you please tell me again?
play it again, please?
Play it again. Okay. I'll play it quickly so we don't waste your time. We're going to put in the contract quickly. So at least we know what the contract is. And we're going to play it the wrong way. And then you'll all be able to see. Okay. I'm just going to put in 3-note trump just to speed it up because we know how the bidding went. All right. And you leave the 6 of clubs. And you put up the king. And you want to play to the high card from the short side, which doesn't always work, and now you're in trouble. You've got to give up a diamond. We cannot make this hand without giving up a diamond. And they come in. And now they play the high card from a doubleton left, always. You put up the queen. Down the drain you go. And now you're going to lose all these club tricks. We cannot let that west hand swallow up our queen of clubs. And that is why we must never do it that way. So forget about the high card from the short side. Play the king of diamonds first, in case there's a singleton queen, and then ride the jack. We don't mind. As long as east gets in, our club is protected. Our queen of clubs is protected. They can never touch us. I don't mind if west gets in, if east gets in.
I don't get this.
Okay?
Sometimes,
Does that help you?
sometimes the
Linda, how do
tendency,
we know in the beginning which is the dangerous hand?
Because the minute you take the king and the ace doesn't come up,
Okay,
we know
but you
where
don't
the
know
ace
that.
is.
But you don't know that before you decide to take the trick
Well,
with
the
the
thing
king.
is this, the reason I put up the king is I need to protect the queen if the ace is on the east
Okay, so
hand.
you need to anticipate where it is.
Exactly. And
Okay,
if the
thank
ace
you.
is in the west hand, you can always do a hold up until the third time.
Okay,
So if the ace is over on the west, you can hold up till the third round. Now you'll take a finesse into the west hand because by then they'll have no more clubs.
okay.
Okay? These are safety plays in no trump. There's so many different safety plays in no trump. All
If you
right,
want-
let's look at this hand. Hand number 12. Okay. I think it's, are we doing number 12? I think we're doing number 12. I'm not sure if this is the hand or not. Let me have a look. Yeah, we're doing number 12. Okay, so it's going to go pass by west, one heart by north. Is north going to make a takeout double? I think so. I think east has to make a takeout double over the one heart. Shortage in hearts and an opening hand. So that is called the takeout double, everyone. I can take any suit you bird. I can take any suit you bird. Pass by south. Pass. South has got really nothing. And south cannot make a bird at all. And now we get back to the rule of 14. We did it on Tuesday night and we're doing it again tonight. But you don't even have to have a rule of 14. The guideline over takeout doubles is the following. With 0 to 8 points, we would bid the cheapest bid of 1 spade. With 9 to 11, we would jump the bidding. That is how we would taught takeout doubles. But if you're not sure what to do, this is very easy to understand. 7 and 2 is 9. We've got 10 high card points. 10. So we know for sure we're in that 9 to 11 range. We cannot bid 1 spade, which shows 0 to 8. We would definitely go 2 spades. You must jump the bidding. I need you to describe to your partner. And if I go over the rule of 14 again, we add up, okay, the high card points, which is 10, and we add up the length of the suit we wish to bid. It does not have to be a 5-card suit. So you add up 10 and 5 is 15. As long as it adds up to 14 or more, you jump the bidding. It's called the rule of 14. Pass. And now this hand upgrades the east hand with a doubleton heart. So you add up your points again in the east hand. We always reevaluate everything. We have 14 high card points, but we get a 1 for the doubleton heart. That's 15. And our partner's showing 9 to 11. Well, 15 and 10 is 25. And when they're open on my right, I like to bid. And I'm bidding 4 spades on this hand. I hope everyone got to 4 spades.
They got to 1 spade.
So let's go over that again so everyone understands the rule of 14. It's your little tool. It's a guideline. If you add up the suit you want to bid, the length of the suit, there are 5 cards, plus the number of high cards in the hand, which is 10. If it adds up to 14 or more, you jump. If it adds up to 13 or 12, you don't jump. And it can still be a 4-card suit. You do not promise 5. So if this was a 4-card spade suit, it would be 4 plus 10 is 14. You would still jump the bidding to 2 spades. The rule of 14, everybody. You can look
That's
it up.
just
We've
after-
done it before.
That's after takeout doubles.
Only over takeout doubles. Yes. There's another rule of 14.
Yeah.
And that's related to when people get to game as opponents and defender. How to work out what your partner's got. I'll tell you about it now that you asked me. Okay, so this is the one rule of 14. The other one is when they get to game and you're looking at your hand, you know that if they're in game, they've got 26 points between them. So there are 14 cards outstanding. So you take the number 14 and you subtract it from the number of points in your hand. And then you know exactly how many points your partner holds. And that's the other rule of 14. One's for takeout doubles and the other's when they're both in game and you know the amount of points between the 2 hands. Okay, does that help?
Yeah, that's great. Linda, if the person had bid 1 spade, if their hand had not had that many points, if they'd responded with 1 spade, that 1 spade is still forcing if they'd had less points.
They could have 0 points.
Right.
They have to bid. Once South does not bid, you're not off the hook.
Right. So there's a forcing bid, but does East have to bid again or can East accept that 1 spade and stop?
East does not have to bid again. But if East wants to compete, East is welcome to compete knowing they've got an 8-card fit.
Okay, so it's okay to pass and after
Absolutely,
1 spade
but you
bidding.
can never pass a takeout double if the South does
No,
not
I
bid.
know that I knew. Okay, I just
Is
wasn't
that-
sure if it's a new suit, if you can pass a new suit. Okay.
Is that rule of 14 like the rule of total tricks?
The law of total tricks is different to the rule of 14.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the law of total tricks. The law of total tricks is when you add up between the 2 hands at what level you should be bidding. If you've got 9 trumps, you should be at the 3 level. And if you have 10 trumps, you should be at the 4 level. And if you have 8 trumps, you should be at the 3 level. That's the law of total tricks between the trump suits. That has nothing to do with takeout doubles.
Okay, thanks.
Okay?
Yep, thanks.
And now, what are we going to lose? Let's look at it. They're going to lead a heart, right? And you're going to win the first heart. 3rd hand high. Now, let's look at the losers, everybody. We have 2 spade losers. We have 1 heart loser. And 1 diamond loser. We have 1 too many. We cannot draw the children off the streets. We're going down. We've got to look for other alternatives. And the only other chance we've got is to get rid of that heart as fast as we can and hope nobody trumps it. We're going to play the high card from the short side On this hand, it didn't matter, but you should play the high card from the short side and get that discard now as fast as you can. Put up the ace. Now take that queen and pray. And now you throw away that jack of hearts. And that's all we need to do. And once that's gone, we're home and away. Now we can draw trumps. And all we lose are 2 spades and the ace of diamonds. That's it. No more. You give them the ace of spades. Nothing matters after that. Nothing. And they will draw the trumps. Might as well, once they've got the master trump. And then they'll play the king of hearts. And now you're going to give up the ace of diamonds. And that's the end of the hand. And now you've got your contract. Any questions on hand number 12? Any questions? Don't forget, when your partner makes a takeout double, I keep saying to everybody, remember, when you pick up a hand, you must learn what range you're in. I want you to do that with every hand the minute you dealt and are holding cards in your hand. Minimum, medium, or maximum. Any questions?
I was going to say the club suit is good because there's just 5, so you got a good.
But you
king
don't
of-
have to have 5. You can have a 4-card suit and still but 2 spades.
Okay.
Because if you take away the 3 of spades, you add up the length of the suit, which is 4, plus 10 high card points, that's 14. You jump the bidding. It doesn't have to be a 5-card suit. Partner promises tolerance for 3 suits. And partner does not guarantee 4 spades either. Okay? Any other questions?
So the
I'd
double,
like to hear the bidding on another couple of boards.
Oh,
Could I
sure.
talk
If
about that?
everybody wants to listen to some more bidding, I'm happy to do it with you with pleasure. What would you like?
Board 4, and then if you have time, board 2 as well. Board 4 first, though, please.
Oh, board 4 is something else. I've already done board 4, but I'll do it again. For those that came in late, that's a very interesting hand and a very debatable hand as to what you would open this hand.
What?
Very, very
Yeah.
hard to know what to open this hand.
No, you're gonna have the rest.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, but she said it wasn't my turn, so I thought I was on there, but apparently not.
Melinda,
Okay,
I think
Melinda.
I'm gonna get off of
okay.
this now.
Shh. You must silence yourself if you're talking to your friend. Okay. Right, looking at this hand, I'm very adverse to opening preempts with 3-2 and honor in a major. I hate to miss a major suit fit. I like when I open preempts in first or second seat or third. I like to have minor orientated hands. So I know the king of spades is not worth very much, but I love the solidity of the club suit. So it's debatable whether you should open 3 clubs or 1 club. That is entirely up to you and it's your style. But if you do open 1 club, if you open 3 clubs, partner's going to pass and call it a day. We don't fit, we quit. I'm not bidding. There's no discussion. If you open 3 clubs, I am not bidding anymore. I don't fit, I'm out of here. But let's say you do open 1 club and it goes pass. You're going to bid 1 spade. And now you're going to bid 2 clubs. And it's going to go pass, and partner's now going to bid 2 hearts. A new suit, 100% forcing by responder. Pass. And now you're going to bid 3 clubs. How many times can you bid your clubs, right? And now partner has no idea when you showed 5 spades and 4 hearts, partner's got no idea that you have 5-5. 5-5 come alive. Second suit twice. So now you bid 3 hearts. Always show the second suit twice. It could be 6 spades and 5 hearts. And our partner will bid 4 hearts.
Oh, thank you, Linda, but could I interject something?
Sure.
How does bidding go if after 1 spade, South overcalled two diamonds.
That's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
could you show us, please? Thank you.
Yes. Okay. With an overcall of two diamonds, people will overcall with three top honors. It falls in line with suit quality. And they do overcall two diamonds. What is the west hand going to do? Now, has the west hand, when you open a club, could be a 3-card suit. So when you have a long suit like that, I would bid 3 clubs. It doesn't show strength. It just shows length. That's how I would bid it. I would bid over 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. Partner will bid 3 hearts. You'll bid 4 clubs. You'll bid 4 hearts. And that's how we're going to play.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? I like the overcall of diamonds. I think it's a very good suit. You add up the length of your suit, which is 5, plus 3 honors is 8. And as long as it adds up to that level, you can bid it at the 2 level. I would not overcall diamonds if it's without the 3 honors. If it's just got 2, I will never bid it.
Okay, thank you. But I do have another question about the second bid of West. If diamonds were overcalled to 2 diamonds, I want to make sure that I understand properly. It would no trump at the to no trump, even though it's no trump at the cheapest level. Would that still show 18 points, or would that show
18, 19?
even though it's the cheapest no trump?
Correct, because your partner bid at the 1 level and you take your partner for 6 points.
Well, then thank you very much.
That's clear cut. And that's one of the biggest errors in bridge. Common bidding mistakes.
I just made it tonight, so thank you very much.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Who else wants any more hands? You said number 2. Everybody want number 2? We ready for number 2?
Number 2,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
Okay. Has everyone got their hands? I've been putting them in the chat, so you've all got them. You should all have them in the chat. I've been giving them to you, lots of them, so that's not a problem. Okay. Right, number 2. We have to open the hand. Let's look at the hand. We're going to open 1 no trump. It looks like a 4-4-3-2 hand, a balanced hand. Pass. And you've got, now that's another point in question. You have a balanced hand enough for game. Do you Stayman or don't you Stayman? I'm going to give you my little tip or whatever I believe. That I was taught that queens and jacks are for no trump contracts. Aces and kings are for suit contracts. This is a handful of queens and jacks. And when you're 4-3-3-3, I would never Stayman. I would just bid 3 no trump. That's my style. I don't Stayman on 4-3-3-3 unless I'm aces and kings.
That's because you could end up in a 7-card or 8-card fit without the ace and king.
Well, the thing is that when you're so flat with no roughing value, you can be in a 4-4 fit and you're going to go down and you can make 3 no trump. And it's because of their no roughing values, you know, no shortage.
Yeah.
So when there's no shortage and you're 4-3-3-3, I prefer to just put 3 no trump on the hand. I won't Stayman. No ways. Okay.
Linda, would you show us how to play that hand if you don't mind?
No problem. Okay, there's a lot of work to do on this hand. So let's look at it. We're going to get a spade lead. There's no doubt about that. There was no Stayman. We must lead a major. We've learned about leading majors. Okay. But we've got to look for extra tricks. And how are we going to find these extra tricks? All right, so we're going to say we've got 2 spade tricks. 1 heart is 3, and 2 diamonds are 5. So we've got a little bit of work to do, but we learned a lesson tonight that no matter what happens when you're missing the king and you're missing the 10, I definitely would like to play the ace and up to the queen jack. That's the way I play, but it's entirely up to you. I know I don't have the 10 or the king. So it's going to go small, 9, and you're going to win the jack. We've got to get that heart suit going. We need 3 heart tricks. So we've got 2 spades and 3 heart tricks of 5, 2 diamonds of 7. Maybe with a bit of luck, we might find a finesse of the diamond. I don't know. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of work to do on this hand. So let's see how we go. I don't think we're going to make the contract. Did anyone make this contract?
That's why we asked you to play it.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's do this first. Okay, so that's the end of the spades, right? Now we've got lots of work to do. Let's try. And hope they break. What are they going to throw away? Well, they might throw the club away to tell their partner, I've got the ace of clubs and I've got a spade for you. I don't know. So we're not sure yet what they're going to throw away. All right. I usually throw away what they play. I usually do. If they don't throw away that and they throw away a diamond, because they can't see what's in the declarer's hand, and they hold on to the ace, queen, and another club, you might make the hand. So now we have to look for the diamond finesse. We're missing the queen, we're missing the 10. There's only one way to try and make the diamonds, and let's try that. So we're going to play, where are we in the dummy? Oh gosh, okay, we're going to have to play a diamond. Well, that worked. Then we got one hurdle over. Wow. Okay, now I don't think the diamonds are going to break at all. And once partner threw the 8 of clubs away, you can throw away a club with impunity. And now we can't play the spade. If you play the spade, they've got 3 more spade tricks. So we can only play a club. I don't know what else we can play and hope. And if he's going to play second hand low, it's going to be a disaster. He's got to take the ace of clubs. There's no second hand low on this hand. And he's going to cash his diamond while he can. And we're not going to make the hand. Did anyone make this hand? I'd like to know if they made it.
Yes, we did.
How?
That was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. We're not making it. We're going down. We're not
went
making
down.
it. Yeah, you have to go down. I can't see how else you can make it. I can't see it. Okay. Yes, David. There's a question.
No.
David Hochstetter. You muted David. You've got your hand up. The other David. Okay. No question. David Hochstetter. Okay. Are there any other questions? Any other questions on any other hands? Okay.
Lots to think about tonight, Linda. Thank you.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you very, very much.
I hope you
Thank
all
you.
enjoyed it and have a wonderful weekend. You will
Yes,
not
thank
see
you very much.
Right.
Thank you very much.
I hope you have a great
Linda.
weekend and
Thank you.
and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you again shortly. But I won't be here next week. There'll be another teacher, so it'll be fun to have a new teacher. I'm going
Oh.
Where are
That
you going to
won't
be?
fun.
I'm going
That
to
won't be fun.
Cabo.
Thank you.
Oh, I just got back from Cabo. Have a great time.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a special occasion, so I have to go.
Oh, have
But I'll
fun.
see you all. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Happy birthday or whatever.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.